and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of May 18th. We're here, guys, mid-May. Venus, Saturn, and Jupiter all in retrograde. We have that stellium going on and that new moon in Gemini. A lot of shifting and shaking, and honestly, I think it's good, especially last week. I don't know about you, the energy was challenging to focus, but I think it's going to be great, guys. Now, this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, so check all three, especially that Rising or Ascendant sign. And if this is your first time watching me, thank you. I hope this serves you. And if it does, please share it, like, comment. Sorry, my hair is going all over the place. Comment down below. I really appreciate it. All right, Aries, let's get started. Quick ground out. Having guidance and energy of Aries. Week of May 18th. Almost there, guys. All right, and a theme for the week. Okay, we have the Lovers, the Ego, which is the Devil card of traditional tarot, Four of Coins, Ace of Coins, the High Priestess, the Knight of Wands, and the World. The theme of the week is the Five of Swords. Wow, Aries. That's my moon, so I'm like, whoo. So this week, it looks like there is going to be some, number one, when you have the Lovers with the Devil card, there is going to be some shaking up, especially in regards to our relationships and seeing where there's needing for more depth and finding the difference between our ego relationships and really our healthy, fulfilling relationships. Now, Aries, this can be with your own romantic relationships. For instance, it's the universe is really going to challenge you to look at, and just hear me out. Am I with this person for the right reasons? Am I with somebody just for the sake of having somebody? Am I with somebody just because they look great? Am I with somebody just because I can say it? Is it feeling a codependency? You're going to have a lot of shakeup in more of your mental realms and not being afraid of making healthy changes. And look, I'm not preaching. We all have this to some degree, but they're asking us to question our motivation, question our decision, question other people's motivation. Like attracts like. So if you're with somebody or doing something for unhealthy reasons, you better bet your bottom ass dollar that they picked you for the same thing. And it's a fact here. When you have the Ego card, you feel you're very negative based. You focus too much on outside concerns, what people think, what you think, how things look. And honestly, at the end of the day, my loves, that shit don't matter. Pardon my French, but that's just what it is. You have the Four of Coins. There might be some need, and I think the universe is shaking this up for you, not just for the sake of your healthy romantic or just healthy emotional situations, but it's supposed to shake it up to help with your money. Now, I've said this in other videos, and I'll say it again. Your emotional world mirrors your financial world, period. Because it has to do with worth. Financial worth, self-worth, the universe just hears worth. Have you ever been in a really toxic, horrible relationship and noticed that your money sucked? Like you either struggled with it, you couldn't earn more, you couldn't rise, you couldn't get a new job. It's like, because if you're in a toxic or unhealthy environment, whether it's romantic or even familial or roommates, you have low self-worth. You're like, you stay and you take it because on some subconscious level, you feel like you can't get better, you don't deserve, or you feel not worthy. And guess what? It affects your money because you'll get jobs that don't value you, that don't know your worth. Do you get it? I'm giving you extremes here. But the universe is causing you to question all your relationships, question the motivation, your motivation. Why do I keep talking to this person? Or maybe you have a best friend of 20 years, but it's just become toxic, and the only reason you keep them around is because of the time you invested. No, love. And maybe they feed, unhealthy cycles within yourself, and they're saying enough. Don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid of shaking things up. Now you have the Ace of Coins here as well. So this is why this is telling me the Four of Coins is don't be afraid to make changes in your emotional world, and don't be afraid to take changes in your financial world this week. Aries, you're being questioned on lots of levels. Ace of Coins is there's new ways of making money, and they're going to be coming in this week. Thank goodness. New ideas, new contracts, new opportunities, clients. Just some kind of contractual, it could even be contractual work. It could be a loan or a grant in some way. But new money is coming in. And so make these healthy business decisions. If opportunity comes that requires you to have a sense of self-worth, like, I can do this. Yes, I got this, right? It's going to require you to also have that same, I'm worthy, I got this, across the board. And that includes in your relationships, right? And that's why it's going to shake up the relationships, so that you have the self-love to say yes to this opportunity that's presenting itself. It's probably going to be different when you have the Four of Coins. It's going to be different than the normal. It's probably, a little left field, something you're probably not used to. And so you're a little nervous, you're a little scared, because what if I mess up? What if this is not a good decision? And I understand that, but you have to understand we're in a very unprecedented time. And so change is coming, whether we like it or not. But we have a choice in so many ways. Don't pay attention to what, media and shit saying. You have a choice in creating your reality and choosing to respond instead of react. So you're going to also have to shake up any unhealthy people and circumstances and relationships in your life that reinforce unhealthy beliefs in yourself, so that you can take this opportunity. The High Priestess, this is divinely guided in so many ways. The High Priestess is about psychic ability. It's about your divine connection. It's about going within it, whether in prayer or meditation, to find not just the clarity and the peace, but the direction. Trust when I say that this is divinely directed. Even if you're like, Angelique, I've never done this shit before, I'm not used to it. Hey, anytime we do something new, that's the story, right? You have the Knight of Wands on top of it. It's like, look it, this is something that's coming up and it needs you to make a decision quick, Aries. And that's your area of expertise. Moving, shaking, acting before thinking. It needs your immediate attention. You have to do your best to be confident, self-assured, because time is of the essence. This is a short window of opportunity. So you better get that together and just jump, go for it, guys. I mean, yes, think things through carefully, of course, but don't procrastinate or self-sabotage, You have the World, which says, a cycle of your life is done for many of us, right? The world is, we've come full circle. We've learned all the spiritual lessons and growth in that old area. There's nothing new for it to show or to serve in any way. I mean, you can stay there if you want to, but you're not going to grow. So let's move forward. The clarity card, or the theme of this week, is the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is about making unwise decisions. It's about, do you want to stay in this space? This week is really going to cause you to think and think, not overanalyze per se, but to really, Aries, you're good at this. You can discern, be honest with yourselves, go back to the drawing board. If I decide to stay with this job, why am I doing it? Is it just because it's safe, or is it sucking my soul, slowly? Why am I in this relationship? Am I doing it because it actually, supportive and emotional and loving, or am I doing it because I'm just so scared to be alone? You need to really sit and look at your choices. And why, not just your choices, but why. What is the motivation? Be honest with yourself. Truly, that deep motivation behind it. Because somewhere in here, you're lying to yourself. And if you're not lying to yourself, you're just not looking. It's omitting. You're just trying to look left so you don't look at that elephant in the damn room. This is my moon sign, so I'm feeling it. We need to rise in terms of our self-worth. And maybe we have, this doesn't have, the Lover's card, it's all be family. It's any deep-seated emotional connections. Maybe there's exes, you keep chatting, you need a cut. Maybe there's best friends that they serve their purpose, but you guys are on two different pages now. You need to cut. Maybe you are in a business environment that's really toxic and environment. Maybe they earn a lot of money, but you don't believe in the mission, and they're unhealthy, and they're critical. Out, baby cakes. The universe is going to send you to a new level, provide you with a new opportunity. Don't be afraid to grab it with both hands and say yes. Like, maybe it's a new job and you're like, goodbye, unhealthy culture. Maybe it's new friendships. Goodbye, those ones that no longer serve you. Yeah, say thank you, but gone are those days. I'm going to get a clarity card for this Five of Swords. Four of Wands. And I'm going to be quite frank for an Ace of Wands. So a lot is going to be for some of your marriages, or in the home if you live with family. A lot of these decisions, like, maybe I need to move out now. Maybe I'm realizing my family environment, I love them, but it's just toxic and we just don't believe the same. And I got to move out. It's time. It's time. Now, don't be hasty. None of these energies are hasty per se, like reaction, I should say. Like, fuck this, I'm out. It's more like, okay, I got to see, where am I really thinking? Why am I doing this? And from this perspective, make better decisions. And as a result, the universe is going to offer you an opportunity. Ace of Wands. So this is in relationships, and this is definitely in your career. So new opportunities for movement. Ace of Wands also moving to new places, moving to a new home. But an opportunity to do something that you love. I think they're going to take away the seeds that have been creating. You might be thinking, why does this keep happening? Same kind of different job, same situation, different relationships, same fucking story. Pardon my French. But now they're like, it's because of the seed, Aries. It's the seed. It's that seed of, oh, I'm doing this because I don't value myself. I'm doing this because I'm afraid of failing. I keep doing this because I'm deep down, I'm afraid of rejection. So I keep picking similar partners, even though they look different. Do you know what I'm saying? And the universe is like, we're going to eradicate these seeds so that everything that grows from now on is a reflection of your spirit and your energy and your love and your life and your worth. So don't be afraid to really analyze and change these things up. Venus, retrograde, Gemini, Saturn, all of them, guys, is deep inner shifting. So you're no different. You got this. And don't forget to check your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. I hope this serves you, Aries. If you like a more in-depth tarot reading or a distance healing session, my link is down below. Otherwise, have a beautiful week, and I will see you next week for next week's readings.